Hello everyone, welcome back to Tommy's Celtic Talk, where we're a day away from our third match day in the Europa League against gratz, I think it's pronounced. We're at Celtic Park. The bookies have us as you stick on 2, you get 1 back. Them sorts of odds are 8 to 13, sort of bouncing between the two of them. And they have gratz as you stick on 4, you get 19 back, which I think is madness considering they've beat Rangers and our form's been abysmal. But I mean, if I was sticking a bet on it, I'm not, because I'm a Celtic fan. I can't bring myself to bet against Celtic, but if I was going to be betting, it would be for gratz. As a Celtic fan, as probably most of us are like, I'm waiting for the turnaround. Every game that comes next, Dundee being the last, I was thinking what we need is a 5-6 goal bashing. We need a game to get everybody going and get the feel good factor back. And it didn't happen at Dundee, and it didn't. I thought at worst you might get a win, like a 2-1 or something not convincing, but we lose 2-0. And we're shocking on today. But one thing I will say is I don't think the fans are going about this the right way. Now I'm not going to be one of them ones saying like, oh look, everything's grand, it'll just get better, we'll just have to stick our heads in the mud. I'm not going to say that. But I don't think throwing tennis balls and marbles, or like it was like smaller wee balls on the pitch as well. They know the wee annoying ones on the grass trying to get out, like, they knew what they were doing, like. And I don't think that's the right way to go about it. The game starts, and immediately after kickoff, they were thrown in behind Schmeichel onto the pitch into the goal mouth. And then starts saying, sack that board, sack that board, sack that board, yeah. But it's not the board he has to come pick his balls up. It's the players. And I don't know, the message, if I was a player, I'd be taking a message of, we're just about to start a game and, we're trying to get a win against Dundee here, and you're throwing balls at us. No, I ain't gonna down tools, fuck yes, So what my impression would be, because what you're gonna get is you're gonna get the players really sort of going against you here. They're gonna be thinking, they're arseholes. If we win, they're all like and fucking if anything goes wrong, it's that fucking bastards, get the board out, sack Brendan, Schmeichel's done, the whole fucking team's done, McGregor, get them all the fuck. And next game we win fucking 2-0 or something, like that would anger you as a player, so it would, So I don't know. I think as fans, I think until January, I think there's 2 European games in January. We're still in it, the league phase, but like, we don't want to leave it too bad for ourselves. I think all we can do is, I see the tickets are still going. I know it's not going to happen, but what I would like to happen is I want a packed out Celtic Park for these European games. Yeah, for the Celtic Rangers game, semi-final, the League Cup. Get behind the team until January. Yeah? Or January, I think, where all your protesting will work. In January, I think it has worked in a sense of January, they'll probably do something. I don't think they're going to get out, they're going to sack themselves. I don't think they're going to just walk. I think they're going to stay, but they might do something in the market, which is a good thing. And it is needed, because our squad isn't good enough. Yeah? But they have been trying to spend money on them 2 winners, Alaquisha and Tanakti. They're not a patch on like a Jota or Prime Maeda or a Bada, Kuhn, these types of players. they're not a patch on them. Like, you can't say with a straight face if you had any of them fit, you're going to start Tenecti or and when I say Maeda, I mean, you know, the Maeda of last season, you know, because he just hasn't been the same this season, the same as with a lot of players in our squad. So I think get behind the team, you know, make sure we can do everything we can do as fans until January, where they can maybe do a recovery of the squad, do something to fix this season. But at the minute, like, Sturm Gratz, I'm hopeful, because what the beat Rangers 2-0, 2-1. Look, I say the Celtic Park. I do see things clicking with the team, not to the extent of the season before, but I do see things clicking enough that there's a bit of ambition, a bit of fire, but that only comes with the fans getting behind the team. It doesn't come with McGregor doing a team talk in the middle of a pitch and he gets a fucking can fucked at the back of his head and then sack aboard, sack aboard, sack aboard. It's not going to get the fire in your tummy, is it? So I think keep her handy this game here. Now, I know it won't happen, but this is only my opinion, yeah. But I'm getting... I know I'm not the only one. I'm getting a bit sick looking at it. And before you think that I'm trying to say we lost that game because of the fans, we didn't. We were not good enough, and we should have drowned out the voices of our own fans, and we should have been able to take a game to the likes of Dundee. And I thought that was completely embarrassing what Brendan Rodgers said about, you know, we've got the keys to a Honda Civic, but they want us to be racing with Lamborghinis, or whatever the fuck that was supposed to mean, because you're playing Dundee. If you're driving Honda Civic, Stephen Presley's walking. You know what I mean? So it's alright. No, you lose a Bayern Munich, say that. You don't say it after losing the fucking Dundee in the Scottish League. We're the Lamborghini. Everybody else is in the Honda Civic. You know what I mean? So that's why there's a big reaction when we lose to these teams, you know. But anyway, fingers crossed for tomorrow, and hopefully we're 4 points and still get a chance of qualifying for January. Remember, Johnson, he was back in training. I read some reports. I actually expect him to be at least on the bench in the Dundee game, so he could make it, you know, a surprise one, or at least Hearts on the weekend, which would be crucial, because he's gave up on Donovan. I don't know why, but he keeps sticking that fucking knobhead Ralston at right back. So fingers crossed he comes back and we get Jota maybe December. You know, fingers crossed. But all going well. We get a result tomorrow. We're looking at 4 points and we're all in better mood. All right, hail hail.